Like many, I found the two-part meeting of the minds between Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly to be a bit dull. That is until I viewed the uncut video on Fox's website and realized what got edited out. I can't post it all, but this is my favorite exchange. I've marked the huge chunks Bill cut out.
Continuing now with the personal story segment, my interview with Jon Stewart, which we conducted today.
Here's the brilliance of Fox News. What you have been able to do, you and Dr. Ailes, have been able to mainstream conservative talk radio. And the way that you did it, you can't shoot conservative talk radio directly into the veins of the American people. Their heads would blow up. You can only have that in taxis and, various places in people's houses. So what you've done is you've taken a cyclonic, narrative-driven news organization, a media arm of a political party, of a political wing, and you've sprinkled it. You've cut it with a little bit of object, a little bit of Chris Wallace asking a tough question, a little bit.
From 9 to 4, when Cavuto comes on,
not even close.
That's 7 hours.
Not even close, because they're also part of the journey. They're part
of the journey. Who's part of the journey?
The journey begins in the morning. It begins with the
Fox and Friends,
with the wide-eyed innocence of Fox and Friends. Obama has czars. I googled czar. Did you know that's a Russian word for a Russian leader? Or they'll go through, these children in 2nd grade are singing the praises of Obama. Did you know they sing the praises of their leader in North Korea? And then when the hard news comes on, they go, some people are concerned that they're indoctrinating children.
So you think that the Fox News channel is set up solely to provide aid and comfort to the Republican Party and the conservative movement?
That's right.
Nothing else.
And to make some money.
Then why wouldn't John McCain come on his program during the last campaign? Why did he dodge us and not come on? If your thesis is that we're in business to help the GOP, he wouldn't come in.
But you're not in business to help John McCain. He is not GOP enough for you. You're in business to help Sarah Palin.
Dick Cheney.
And now
Dick Cheney is to you Mr. Republican. Wouldn't come on the program,
Not
Stewart.
Mr. Republican. Well, because Dick Cheney, this atmosphere, there's a lot of light, which he's obviously allergic to.
Come on.
There's an opportunity to brush past the plant.
I just gave you 2 examples that you can't refute with your propaganda.
But that doesn't mean anything.
What do you mean? It's two concrete examples. John McCain running for president on the GOP side, Dick Cheney, Mr. GOP. Neither man would come in here because the questioning is too tough. So don't give me I'm a Republican shit.
They bull. You, like I say, you are the most reasonable, have become the most reasonable voice on Fox, which, quite frankly...
Greta is the most reasonable. Come on.
Well, but she's different. She's not as political. You are the most reasonable...
Is she not on the program, on the channel?
Kinda.
Yeah? It's 10 o'clock to 11.
She's kinda on it.
Yeah,
she's not really... she's not the deal. She's not what I think about... But no, let's go through this, because I think this is important.
Go ahead.
You have become in some ways the voice of sanity here, which, as I said, is like being the thinnest kid.
Cavuto sane?
Which is like being the thinnest kid at fat camp. So let's just get that straight.
Cavuto sane?
You're a saint. No, Cavuto is not sane.
Cavuto is insane? Neil Cavuto?
He goes through, what's great about Cavuto is, we did a piece on this, the Cavuto mark. His thing is all about questions. Are Democrats tanking the stock market? Question mark. It's all done with this kind of very subtle propaganda. It's all done in questions. I'm not saying Obama's a Stalinist. I'm just putting up Stalin's picture behind me and saying all of his programs. Listen, I grew up in Jersey.
Because Cavuto
I know what this is.
Lays out the conservatives, too.
Please. I know what this is. This is, I come from Jersey. It's the same thing. I'm not saying your mother's a whore. I'm just saying she has sex for money with people. So all the techniques that here's how I know you are. Because Fox News has done a 180 on so many integral principles of what you would imagine a news organization to be. Fox News used to be all about, you don't criticize a president during wartime. It's unacceptable, it's treasonous, it aid and comfort to the enemy. All of a sudden, for some reason, you can run out there and say Barack Obama is destroying the fabric of this country.
But not in the Afghanistan situation.
They've absolutely said he doesn't know what he's doing.
Not here.
When you're talking
Everybody here has been respectful in that theater and not undermined anything in that theater.
That's absolutely not true.
No,
you went through the whole dithering thing.
It took too long for him to make up the mind to deploy.
But that's not the point. The point is, any criticism of a president in wartime...
About anything?
That's what the network was about.
Bush all day long.
Please.
All day long.
Here's what Fox has done through their cyclonic perpetual.
We're back to the cyclonic.
Their cyclonic
All right.
perpetual emotion machine that is a 24-hour a day, 7-day a week. They've taken reasonable concerns about this president and this economy and turned it into a full-fledged panic attack about the next coming of Chairman Mao. Explain to me why that is the narrative.
Some people do that, but most people don't. Brett Baer's got a panel. Brett Baer, is he another closet fascist? Brett Baer?
What is sticking? What is sticking? What is the overall narrative? You're missing the forest for the trees by trying to cherry pick individuals with some semblance of integrity.
If you look at the polls, Obama's personal popularity is still in the high 50s. Job performance is slipping. And the job performance is slipping because what you said.
How Barack Obama is destroying the fabric of America.
I don't believe he is.
Tyranny. Then explain to me why that is the narrative of your network.
It's the narrative of a couple of guys, a Republican, Sean Hannity, and a guy, Glenn Beck, who's basically everyman.
And
he's
Fox
basically.
What do you mean he's everyman? What do you mean he's everyman?
He's everyman. He sits on a bar stool.
Every man's got a show? What are you talking about?
He's talented.
He's a very talented man.
Right.
But where's every man?
It means that he doesn't shill for any party. He just spouts. He spouts what he believes. Oh, if you think that Beck shills for the Republican Party, you're out of your mind.
He is he's not shilling for the Republican Party. He's shilling for the new movement. He is a sponsor.
He wants to get back to the constitutionality of what he believes the country should be. Come on, I watch the show. But
listen, but let's go into this, because all I hear on your network is it's tyranny and socialism.
That's what he believes.
So how is Barack Obama a socialist? As far as I can see, the majority of the billions of dollars he's given to banks.
Look,
so if he's a socialist, he's dyslexic. Because when you redistribute the wealth, it's supposed to be going to...
But he does believe in a redistribution of income.
Well, he's redistributed to
and that is
the
a socialist tenet. No, he's redistributing it.
He's going up. He's dyslexic. It's supposed to come down.
Look, if you don't know that the Obama administration is redistributing income, then I'm going to have to haul your program away from you.
Let me ask you a question. What is different about his redistribution of income that all other presidents? He wants to raise the marginal tax rate back to where it was during the Clinton era.
Was
Clinton a socialist?
A variety of programs, okay?
That we already have. We already have Medicare, right?
We have
Medicaid. We have Social Security. Are we a socialist country? Do you want to get rid of those three?
No. But I want to moderate them so we don't go bankrupt.
Okay, but that's different. Now you're talking about fiscal responsibility.
Different. In a socialist country, the government pays for all of these entitlements. The Obama administration is
Who pays for Medicare?
The government pays.
Who pays for Medicaid?
The government
Who
pays
pays for Social Security?
But now we're on
Medicare
and Medicaid with steroids.
Once again,
with the new health care bill.
This is like the old joke.
Steroids.
Once again, this is like the old joke. Would you sleep with me for $10? No. Would you sleep with me for $1 million? Okay. So now we know what you are. We're just negotiating price. For you guys to stand up.
That's the degree of anybody when you describe socialism. There are little socialistic programs and giant socialist programs, okay? And some people believe that Obama is on the huge government creation, the government dominance, and you yourself said it. You yourself said it. He wants more regulation. He wants to create things.
But he's given back so much executive power.
Back what?
Executive power.
He hasn't given back anything. He just hasn't handled the Congress. He doesn't know how to handle them yet. That's inexperience. Now,
so he's not a tyrant, because if he's a tyrant, then he's pretty lame for a tyrant.
I don't object.
How many tyrants do you know that really suffer because they can't get cloture? Very few.
All of them at NBC.
You used to be very provocative.
What happened?
Remember 5 years ago, you stayed the same, and the rest of the organization metastasized around you. Now you're like
the voice of reason.
You're like the Mr. Miyagi of Fox. You're just sitting alone in your garden doing a bonsai tree while the young Jedis run and play.
Yeah, but somehow it works, Stuart.